Alright, Red vs. Blue, Season 12, Episode 3 pulls out another pretty strong episode. I like Episode 2 a little more, but this one's building towards something I think better. So Felix, you learned in this episode, he's, the Spartan guy. He's an asshole. He's just a downright asshole. That's really the gist of this episode. Anyways, the hard drive that Tucker stole, and I like this, though, because in Tucker getting that hard drive, 2 of his soldiers died, but he doesn't, he thinks about that. He realizes, yeah, I did something great, but the 2 soldiers died, and Felix is just, he's laughing it up. He's like, yeah, so what? You got the hard drive. I don't know what I would do in that position. I'd be like, okay, well, fine, whatever. Anyways, the big reveal. The main commander, the girl, she tells them, she looked at the hard drive and she now knows where Washington and Sarge are at. The only problem is that apparently they keep getting moved around, which is a problem. They know where they are now, but they're going to be moved in about a week they're in some mountain compound prison. The only problem is they're going to be moved in a week to some huge capital where they probably won't be able to ever get them out of there. So, and I think this was a great bit as well. The commander says she basically says, when I first heard about you, I thought of great warriors, great powerful people. I look at you and I see a bunch of misfits. And then this is, I think, interesting. And then she says, that's the best thing that's ever happened to this little army, because all the soldiers can relate to them. They're just a bunch of misfits. They don't really want to do work. They don't want to do anything. They just want to do their own thing. They just want to be left alone. And they can relate to that, which is why the morale is so high, which is why they're working so well together. Which is why that heist actually went fairly well with Tucker and Felix. Which I think that's actually interesting, just think that. And it's funny. And Caboose is actually funny in this episode, which I think is something that was missing for a long time. Caboose is actually funny now. Laser babies or something like that. Anyways. What happened from there? There's a great bit towards the end. I don't want to spoil it too much. Well, why not? There's 7-minute episodes. But yeah, Felix it's just a downright ass. Okay, wait, I'm sorry, I was lost. The commander lady says that, look, if you can get an army together, if you can get some guys together within 5 days, that's their Sergeant Washington, they're going to be moved in 7 days, in a week. So she's giving them 5 days to pull their shit together, and then they'll have 2 days to rescue them. Now this, I think, will get to something really interesting. Anyways, Felix doesn't want to help them because he's an asshole. He has a price, and he's sort of getting into Tucker's head, which I think is neat. This is what I like. I think, ultimately, Season 11 had a few good things. I didn't think it's complete bullshit, but the one thing that I liked, and I guess this kind of helps in a sense, is that because now Church is out of the story, I think Rooster Teeth realized they had to focus on someone else. So why not focus on the next most interesting Blue, Tucker? Granted, okay, he's not... I never thought he was the greatest character, but he is more interesting than, say, a lot of the Reds. Especially with that dynamic between him and Washington. Anyways, with him being in... almost like leading both the Reds and the Blues. Leading Griff Simmons, I think Donut as well. I think Donut has a scene here. And Caboose at the same time. That's neat. It's neat to see him in the leadership role. Anyways, Felix won't help them because everyone has a price, he says. And I don't know, as payment they give him broken alien weapons that he wants to sell. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice seeing Felix just sort of talk down Tucker, and it's nice to see that, the Reds and the Blues, they're actually trying to do something. They're actually motivated for once. Which, I think is one thing that they never really had. They were never motivated to fight ever, and now here they have their motivation. I think that's great. And it's great to see. It'll be neat if Tucker is the one who saves the day. But so far I don't really know where this is heading. It'll be neat to see if they can actually do this in 5 days and actually rescue them. I think this season could actually be really good. Nothing really much else to say. It is a very expository type episode, but there are some good bits in there as well. And there's a great funny bit at the beginning. This goes into the whole the Reds and the Blues are actually motivating them. Griff's telling the story of how they defeated the Meta, and he's not exaggerating, which I thought, okay. I thought like he could have just exaggerated, saying, "Oh, I beat the Meta myself." No, he's being honest about it. He's like, "Oh, he beat me up. He did this. He had the strength of like 10 bears or something like that." Then Simmons is like, "Yeah, that happened." So yeah, this was a good episode. Felix is an asshole. I'm glad I actually know his name now. But for the most part, just a solid episode. Tell me what you think, and I'll be waiting for the next episode. So, good job, Red vs. Blue. See ya.